So once you have that broken down, and when you're doing your campaigns, then you kind of figure out exactly who you're going to broadcast to and who you're going to be very narrowly focused on.
Yep.
The higher the amount, the more personal the connection needs to be,
Okay.
and the more personal the ask.
Right.
So if you're asking somebody for $500,
A large amount of money.
you may get that online or in
lucky.
another campaign. But yes, it would be luck. It's a hard strategy to go. It's a hard way to get that donation from somebody. You know, when you get those, it'll be from somebody you have no idea had any connection.
Right.
A majority of the time. But the higher the donation, you want to sit down, you have coffee with them, you have lunch with them, you're asking for a larger amount, or if you're asking for their company's help. You can also think in terms of a larger donation being somebody that has access to more people.
Right. Okay.
So that would have a connection. And depending on your cause, it's going to be different for most people. So for an example would be if you know a teacher and she has influenced her school to where they could do a hat day, where the kids wear a hat, they pay $1, raise a few $100s.
Okay, yeah.
Depending on the size of the school.
Good idea.
Or
right.
a dress down day, or untuck for $1. That's
Yeah,
another
okay.
common one.
Yeah.
You know, the kids love, especially kids that wear a uniform.
Right.
If they can
They
dress
look forward
down,
to things like that.
That's
They will
right.
pay the $1.
yeah, they'll pay
Yes.
$1 just
Right.
to participate, and also to be a part of it,
Yeah.
just to be a part of the campaign.
Okay.
So those are some ideas. So it doesn't
Right, like
necessarily
that.
have to be a very wealthy person or
Yeah.
a high level person. It's just somebody with a connection to a lot of people.
Okay.
And then when you get farther down and you get into your let's say $20 donations, that's more of the place where you say, okay, well, how many people do I have to hit? How many people do I have to to talk to
Right.
and broadcast this out to? If I have 500 Facebook friends, out of that 500, how many people are going to donate?
Right.
So, and I would say just a note on social networking, it's not a silver bullet. It's easy to donate, but it's also easy to dismiss.
I was going to say, it's way easier to say no to somebody if you're not having that conversation person to person.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. But Facebook has made some compelling adjustments that make it worthwhile to
Reminding
do.
you.
Absolutely. Seeing when other people donate.
Right.
There's some good to it.
Yes,
and
definitely.
I recommend that you don't ignore it. But on the same note, don't ignore the old school offline letter.
Okay.
Letters
Tell me a
are-
little bit about the letter.
Okay, so the letter is a key piece because it works just like in real estate, just like in any industry.
Yeah.
The mail still works best.
These are handwritten notes.
Yes. Right. So the actual structure of the letter, you want to write it just like you're writing a letter to somebody. And the letter itself is going to say what you're doing, why you're doing it, and how they can help.
Okay.
That's all it needs to be. It doesn't need to be 2 pages. You
Right.
don't want it to be too long.
Yeah, they won't read it if it's too
Right.
much. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I would include pictures
Yep.
on the letter.
Okay.
That's important. And you're going to send that in a letter, in an envelope with a handwritten address. People get so much junk mail
Right.
when you get something with a handwritten address on it.
They open.
They know it's special.
Yes. Okay.
So
Yep.
especially if it's coming from you, you're going to send that to people you know.
Right.
If you send it to people you don't know, your return goes way down.
Makes sense.
And they won't open it if they
Yeah.
don't know who you are. But if they know who you are, the chances are they'll open it. The response rate to that is through the roof.
So what is the call to action then within that letter? How are you getting them to respond?
You respond the same way you do. You can put a donation form,
Okay.
the one that you make or one that your organization provides. You can make a simple one, just
Okay.
asking them to donate with a credit card or write a check.
Okay.
Older generations tend to write more checks,
Right.
but everybody uses credit cards these days.
Yeah.
And you also want to direct them to your fundraising page online if
Yeah.
it's easy. If you got a big long link, that they can't click on, they're not going to type that in.
Right.
But they can look for you. If you give them specific
Make it
step-by-step directions to
Yeah.
look for you online, they'll donate online.
Okay.
But you'll get a lot of those back. And one little trick to get more of those back